Good morning, everyone. Not seeing Lauren on the call today. Would someone be able to take the meeting minutes?
Yep, I'm right here. I wasn't
Oh,
able to
perfect.
share because it's disabled for me.
Oh, weird. I don't know why you're not popping up on my. That is so weird. Oh,
I'm
because you're
under
on
immersion
immersion
faculty.
faculty. That's why I'm looking for Lauren. Okay, sorry. Let me. Okay, perfect. It should work now. All right. If you want to open up the previous meeting minutes so we can review those. All right, so if everyone wants to just take a minute to review the meeting minutes from our last meeting in April, and if I could get a motion to approve.
This is Ashley. I'll motion to approve the meeting minutes.
It's Alicia, I'll second.
Thank you. All right, well, we have a lot of new updates. First off, just want to say congratulations to Georgia Strong. She was elected as our vice president. She's been a member of another Sigma chapter, and then now she has joined ours. So we are so excited to have her on the team. And then also Dr. Collins is taking over the communications committee for us. And so she's now running the Instagram and starting to make new posts. So that is amazing. Thank you so much for doing that. And then our first big agenda item today is our budget. We need to have this passed or, reviewed. So that's part of our annual report. So Lauren, if you want to open that up for us. So in the items that are highlighted in yellow are from last year. I just wanted to leave those on there so we can kind of compare, going forward. Because there are going to be a few minor adjustments this year because I don't think we're going to be doing a live induction, just because we haven't really heard anything from the university as far as if everyone is going down for the symposium like we have in the past. And so if we are not doing a live induction, then that takes a lot of money out of our budget because we do get money for hosting those inductions, but then also we're not spending all the money on the induction. So yellow is from last year, green is this year. So you can see in the income total at the bottom there. And then one different thing as far as money going out this year is that it's the biennial year. The biennial is every 2 years, and it's for Sigma leaders to go to a conference. This one is in Indianapolis, I think. And so I would attend, and then we technically are able to send 2 delegates if our budget allows for it. So that would be something that if we want to look at that and sending a second person, or I can be both delegates. So here's kind of just rough breakdown. I know flights, kind of change. So this is just kind of a rough estimate. But the conference fee is $1,000, and then they have a hotel that they use. And then at the end, you'll see the balance. If you scroll down a little bit, Lauren. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, so actually, I don't think that last one was updated because I just recently updated the income. But let's see. But basically, in the end, we would still be cash positive. All right, so does anyone see anything on there or have any questions or concerns? All right, can I have a motion to approve the budget for 2025-2026?
This is Donna. I move to approve.
All right.
Blessing, I second.
Awesome, thank you. Okay, and then just a few other items. Eric and I attended a Sigma workshop about, hosting our induction this year. This will be the first time that Eric and I have kind of led the charge because Donna has always done it in the past. So we are learning. And I just wanted to confirm with everyone that we want to proceed with planning the virtual induction. Is everyone okay with that, or does anyone have any input there? All right, so we'll proceed with planning
I
the
had a question. Sorry, I couldn't get off mute. Did we
Oh,
hear anything about like graduation just yet or no? Or we're just planning for the, okay, all right, that
Yeah.
works.
I think
I think it was really nice last year with virtual, so.
I agree. And it was
Mhm.
kind of like was less stressful because we just kind of did our own thing. So
And then the families too, so.
yeah, I know that was really
Yeah.
nice. So many people could join.
Yeah, the students seem to really have really came out for it, and the families seem to have more interaction with it. And I really liked it virtual last year compared to the live induction. You know, and the other thing is that even if we do the virtual, if whichever the faculty that lives in around California, San Diego, can actually still probably sell when we do usually we have the open house.
Right.
Can probably sell the honor cords at the open house. So that
Yes.
would still not cut into our budget, but still allow our students to have those.
Yes. All right, great. So Eric and I'll email you about that. And then this was, we're always looking for things to kind of bring us together, or service projects we can do. It can be so hard because we're virtual and literally all over the country. So this was just something that I had seen when I gave blood recently, that they do this thing called a virtual blood drive now. And it looks really easy to do. You just sign up and then you spread the information with your group. And so, I mean, I'm totally willing to do this, but I just wanted to kind of share this with everyone. If anyone is interested in maybe adding a service project onto their CV, or if they just want to participate more in Sigma, this seems like a really easy and fun opportunity to do it. So if you are interested, please email me. And then lastly, this is mainly for all the leadership of Alpha Beta Eta, but the annual reports are now open on that Sigma management page. So if you want to go in and just fill in, most of it are check boxes. If you just want to go in and fill in your part of the report, it's due in August. So we still have lots of time. And an update, Logan and I hosted the CV workshop last month. It went really well. There was so much great information. Logan is amazing, but there was only about 4 or 5 people that attended, unfortunately. I did send out the link to everyone, and when I checked yesterday, there was like 20 views, so that's good. And if anyone is ever interested in hosting a presentation or anything, definitely let me know. And then working on cleaning up our website. There's just a lot of old, outdated information, and we're working on reorganizing. So if anyone loves doing stuff like that or wants to participate, email me. All right, that's all I have. Georgia, I don't know if you wanted to say anything, or is Georgia here?
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I appreciate the opportunity, and I'm excited to kind of join in and be able to do a little bit more. So thanks.
So happy to have you. All right, Dr. O.
Hi, good morning, everybody. So we did create an online account with Capital One, thankfully. And so I think there might be a little bit of issue with kind of like getting the money from current welfare group. Well, we'll figure it out because I don't know how. I tried to, but it's an online account. They don't have any physical office anyway. So I don't know how I can actually go to a bank to drop a check. Well, I think Gay tried to transfer the money, wasn't letting her. So I'm going to get kind of a reach out to Gay to ask how this can be done, and also call Capital One and find out how we can get our balance transferred into that account before the end of this week. I already completed the form to change the Sigma account to the Capital One. So we're going to have all the money going straight to Capital One, no longer. And once we're able to establish that, then I can ask Gay to close the Wells Fargo account. The only issue is we do not have a Zelle. I tried creating a Zelle. Thank you. I tried creating a Zelle from Capital One. It wasn't going to let me. So I think it's because we registered it as a non-profit small business account, so it wasn't letting me do the Zelle. But the student can, I believe the student, I'm going to try a few things. I'm working on a few things. I'm trying to see if we can do like a other ways of quick transfer that the student can do that will be easier for them. So I should have all of that by next week as well. So that's about it. So I think we are making good progress, and the president, the vice president, will have access to the account, and I'll also make sure that it's that there's a smooth. The other thing that I also need to do is I did remember when we're trying to create the Gmail Google phone, we used the wrong email address. It was that email address, and Eric was helping us to create that Google phone then. It was that email address and password that I used to create the account. So I'll just update that as soon as we get everything settled so that we can have the correct information in that account. And then I think there'll be smooth running going forward. So thanks everybody for your patience. Thanks for all your hard work too.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much
Linda.
for solving this problem that has been going on for like literally years. You were amazing. Thank you. Let's see. Lauren, do you have it? No updates. And then Dr. McCready.
I don't have any updates, just other than what we've discussed with the graduation.
All right. And then leadership succession, Dr. Russell.
Hey, so I did want to welcome Dr. Georgia Strong again. Congratulations. We had 17 people that voted. I know we talked about the amount of people that voted in the past, but we actually had people turn out and vote this time, so I was happy about that. And then I wasn't sure if Blessing, if you were still on the governance committee. I know Jessica and I were discussing that, but we wanted to confirm. So yeah, that's all that I have.
All right, Blessing, if you want to email Dr. Russell, that would be great. And then Dr. Ricks.
Okay.
Good morning, everybody. Happy terrific Tuesday. Wanted to say congratulations to Georgia for your accomplishment here. I don't have any current updates at this time. Thank you.
Thank you. And then Dr. Collins.
So, Lauren, can you open that guideline there? So this, I think we brought it up before, but this is what we want to put on the discussion. I don't know if y'all have been to the website and looked at the discussion forum, but there's some content that's really not appropriate and things like that. So we want to put this as like a pinned at the very beginning of the discussion to kind of give some guidelines to students and kind of help make sure that everything's appropriate. So we all read over that, or I think Jessica, didn't you already bring this up once?
I shared it with leadership and everyone kind of commented and I revised it a couple times. So
yeah,
it should be
so
all
this
good.
is kind of
Yeah.
Final draft on that, and if everybody approves it, then we can go ahead and get it in there. So
Can I get a motion to approve?
This is Donna. I move to approve the community forum guidelines document.
All right, and a second.
Me.
Thank you.
It's a
Say
show
in.
a second.
thank y'all.
All right, and then I don't think Gay is here. No. Open floor. Does anyone have anything?
This is Joe. I'd like to know who are the committee members for each of the committees? Leadership, governance, and communications.
I can get a list sent out of everyone's roles, if that'll be helpful.
Yeah, I don't know if they were elected. I don't know if I'm still on the governance committee.
Okay.
And I thought Blessing and I were both on that committee with Dr. Ricks.
Okay, I'll send out a list and we'll confirm. And then Blessing, if you can, just send me if you're still, I think it was the second seat maybe on governance committee that Blessing had. But I'll send out a full list.
Thank you.
Yeah, just shoot me an email, man. Thank you.
All right. Well, if no one has anything else, I will take a motion to adjourn.
I move to adjourn.
Yeah.
It's Blessing.
Sorry, Dr. Isiguno, I apologize. So I was going to ask Dr. Collinsworth that we should be able to get information from the school as to what, or maybe Dr. Stahovich, about graduation. So, I mean, the students are supposed to know right now, right? If, whether we're going to have the induction virtually or in person. And then I'm
Yeah.
sure we need to know if we want to sell anything. If we're going to be selling our store like the last time, if there's anything we're going to be giving them. So we should
Yeah.
kind of know that by now. So
Yeah, well, so last year we did the induction kind of separately. We did our own thing. We did our official ceremony, and then Donna still had a presence at the, I can't remember, was it called Grad Night or Grad Fest?
Yep,
And
Grad Fest.
yeah, so I think that's a good plan going forward because then we don't really have to rely on any info from the university, where it's just kind of more go with the flow, which is kind of what we need. Ashley, you have your hand raised?
Yeah, I did have one more thing regarding that too. I think around this time last year, we set the date of the cutoff date of like when the students were allowed to like actually join this year. And I don't remember if it was like summer, like 2 that they were cut off on, like their GPA would have to be, hey, this is from this point on, you can
Mhm.
apply for Sigma. I don't know if you remember, Donna. I'm sorry to.
Oh, yeah. So essentially it's up to us. And I believe that Dr. Collinsworth already reached out to Bree for the people who made the eligibility. But I wanted to share with everyone that it's doesn't expire. So once you get invited, and it's once a year that we invite people, that doesn't expire. And let's say you didn't have enough classes to qualify because you have to be at least halfway done with the program. You can apply the next year. And we always tell students too that they can always apply to be a nurse leader if they didn't make the GPA criteria. But I guess to answer your questions is I don't know if we published the date anywhere that said you had to, that we were going to look at grades by X, Y, or Z date. I'm not sure we published it, but I think Jessica
I don't
reached out.
think so. I didn't reach out to Bree yet just because I know
Okay.
she's so busy with the schedule transition time. This is a crazy time for her. But so if we're shooting for September, which I think is what we did last year, I mean, I think the cutoff, I mean, because we want to start getting these invites and the balls rolling like soon. So did you have something in mind, Ashley, or were you?
No, I was just trying to recall what we did last year, but I was
Okay.
saying I was agreeing that we should get it going soon. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'll look
It
at the
was
meeting
right around
minutes.
this time because I
Yeah.
looked at, yeah, go ahead.
The other thing we could look at too, and maybe not this year, but next year, looking at doing our induction a month before graduation. Because according to Sigma, we can hold multiple inductions, just with it, it's just easier to do once a year. But then that way we already have the people who are inducted, and then then as we move forward to graduation, then we also know, it's a little bit easier for everybody, so everything's not lumped together with that. So we can look at, say, hey, you're the Sigma, you're graduating. Here's, we can do the table like we normally do with the honor cords. But it's one of the things that I know we would always try and do it together because we would go to graduation. But now, because we're doing it virtually, we could maybe easier to push it earlier in the coming years before graduation. Just a thought.
Yeah, or I know we can do inductions without a ceremony. And then we could just have one ceremony here. It's something to look into going forward for sure. Okay, so Eric, I'll contact you about that and I'll look at the previous meeting minutes to see when our cutoff date was last year. All right. Well, we already had a motion to approve, a motion to adjourn. Can I get a second?
This is Gina. I'll do it. I'll second.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, thanks everyone. We'll see you next month.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Reasons why, with all due respect,